you ever wonder why some people are cold and unattached in relationship, and while others are so clingy? According to psychologist Mary Ashworth, it is because of your attachment style. Attachment style impact how you get intimate with another person. It impacts how you have sex. It impacts how you resolve conflict. It impacts how you communicate. It impacts what you expect from your relationship. So your attachment style have a big effect on your relationship. So if you were having problems with intimacy, even if that's what you really want in a relationship, this video is going to help you understand what is going on with it. So stick around to the end because we're going to break down attachment style. Hi, I'm Veronie Anderson, and I help women claim their sexuality so that they may have mind-blowing sex and unleash their inner desire. But before I jump into the video, please remember to subscribe. And if you want to book a coaching call with me, please look into the description box where you'll see my link to connect with me. There are 4 types of attachment style: secure, avoidance, fearful avoidance, and anxious attachment. How are these attachment style formed? These attachment style are formed in your early childhood, say at the first year of your life. And these attachment style are formed by the love you receive from your parents or caregiver, right? So with secure attachment style, if when you have an emotional need when you were a baby and your parents was in tune to you, come to you whenever time you cry, was there for you, give you eye contact, hug you, and give you love, you will form a secure attachment style. So when you grow up as an adult, right, and you're in a relationship, you're going to be able to trust another person. You're going to be able to love another person. You're going to be able to depend on another person without being overly dependent on them. That's the secure attachment style. You're able to give and receive in a relationship. The relationship is balanced. The next attachment style is anxious attachment style. And with this attachment style, right, the parents or the caregiver would sometimes, when the child get upset and need emotional need, or when the baby's upset and have an emotional need, sometimes they will go to the baby, right? Really quickly, they will give a baby love. And then the next time the baby will cry, and then because of this, the baby develop anxiety. They're anxious because they don't know when their parents is going to give them love or when their parents is going to be distant, give them love, or when their caregiver is going to be distant. So in a relationship with a person who have parents like this, they have this fear of abandonment, right? They need constant validation in a relationship. They think that the person is going to leave constantly. They have this fear that the person is going to walk out on them. So because of that, they could be overly clingy, they could be overly needy, and they need constant reassurance for you to say, I love you, I am not going to leave. They just need constant validation over and over again. So they're basically insecure. So it's an insecure attachment style, right? So with the avoidance attachment style, the caregiver were just cold and distant to the baby. Yes, the baby was fed, but the baby they didn't give the baby any love, any eye contact. The emotional need of the baby was never met. So because of that, in a relationship, the person is afraid of intimacy. So they are emotionally unavailable. They avoid intimacy like a plague. They don't like to be touched. They don't like to be hugged. They avoid intimacy altogether. So you're going to think that they're cold, right? And they're aloof and they're distant in a relationship. These people in the relationship, they are super independent. They don't want to be in a relationship because they feel like you are suffocating them. So they need their distance from the partner. So they need both of you to have the separate space, right? They need their distance. They're super independent. They don't need anybody. And they have an issue with trusting people. The next attachment style is that fearful, avoidant attachment style. So people with this attachment style, their caregiver was just organized, and some people call this the disorganized attachment style, because the household was just traumatic. It was an abusive household, a frightening household. So when a person like this is in a relationship, they badly want love. They want love, but they also don't want love, right? One minute they will tell you that they hate you, the next minute they will tell you that they don't want you to leave, they can't live without you. If you're in a relationship with these people, there's one day they act all nice and lovey-dovey with you, right? They are like the best, they're close to you, and the next minute they're just totally distant. It's like one day you're the best thing since sliced bread, and the next minute it's like they just completely and utterly change. It's like two different persons. I call these people two-faced, but that's my own way of looking at it. This person also have poor understanding of boundaries. So look at these attachment style and see which one you identify with. But this is something that you should also know. You could have the most loving parents. You could grow up where you have a secure attachment style, and then something traumatic happen in your life, right? Just like me, I had a secure attachment style. I was very loved in my childhood, but then later on, a couple significant stuff happened to me. I have the death of a partner, which was very traumatic, and I also have a broken heart after that. So both of those things could knock you down and make you close off your heart and make you not trust people. But you have to decide, right? Work on yourself and get some healing and go to counseling, because at the end of the day, everyone wants a person where they have a deep emotional connection with. Everyone wants a person that they could trust, right? Everyone wants a person that they could have a good sexual connection where they could surrender and really be themselves. So if you're struggling with any of these issues, or do you have any of these attachment style where you want intimacy but you just can't get it, right? Because in some relationship you could be too needy and too clingy and you are pushing people away. So if that's the case, work on it. Like and subscribe, and to tell me if you like this video.